News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Wildfires in northwest and in west central Montana. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, 2015. Sky is cloudy right now. We could have some rain later today, some thunderstorms, which could be accompanied by strong winds, hail, lightning, thunder, all that good stuff. We'll wait and see what happens. We'll let you know. Cloudy, 57 degrees in Missoula right now. Our newscast this morning sponsored by Boot Barn, America's largest Western and work store located in South Crossing. Our top story this morning, there are wildfires currently burning in several western Montana and central Montana locations. One is in Glacier National Park. Another is in the Selway-Bitterroot Wilderness area. Glacier National Park spokeswoman Denise German has more.
We got a report today of a wildland fire on the east side of the Going to the Sun Road near Grizzly Point, which it's approximately 6 miles east of Logan Pass. And we do have the Going to the Sun Road closed basically from the east entrance to Logan Pass. So the east side of the Going to the Sun Road is closed at this time.
And an updated report just moments ago from an automated phone line at Glacier National Park.
Going to the Sun Road is currently closed from St. Mary to Avalanche. National Park Service and neighboring resources are currently assigned to the fire, and an interagency Type 2 team has been ordered and should arrive Wednesday. Latest estimates are that the fire is 800 to 1,000 acres. Rising Sun Campground and Motor Inn have been evacuated. We will update this message as information becomes available.
They say that the Reynolds Creek fire is moving quickly in heavy timber with extreme spread potential. Now, the second wildfire in our area is the Rock Point fire, burning in Idaho in the Nez Perce Clearwater National Forest. Spokesman Todd McKay described the fire's active growth.
The first day, when we spotted it, it was estimated at 1 to 3 acres. The next day, it was about 10 to 15 acres. And the third day, it was 40. And then yesterday, it grew quite dramatically with some of the winds. And it was burning actively throughout the afternoon. And it's currently estimated about 120 acres.
The fires are believed to be lightning-caused. Another fire in central Montana. Broadwater County authorities have ordered homes evacuated east of Townsend and closed a portion of U.S. Highway 12 ahead of a quickly spreading wildfire there. Helena National Forest spokeswoman Kathy Bushnell said the fire about 15 miles east of Townsend grew Tuesday to 400 acres. She says wind, small trees, and brush are driving it more heavily into more heavily timbered areas. A dispatcher at the Broadway County Sheriff's Office says evacuation orders were sent to 45 telephone numbers, but it was not clear how many homes are in the rural area. Summer and the fire season arrived a month early this year. There was hope that the coming winter might bring lots of snowpack to keep this dry spring and summer from happening 2 years in a row. Unfortunately, the exact opposite may be true. KGVO News spoke with Marty Whitmore, warning coordination meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Missoula, who said long-range forecasts are saying the area will experience another El Nino winter.
Right now, for the winter forecast, with a fairly strong El Nino expected to be in place, that's a dry winter for us. But right now, it's looking like a dry winter, and overall for the Pacific Northwest in general, warmer than normal.
Whitmore looked into his crystal ball and predicted dry, warm conditions for several months to come.
The forecast that I was just giving you there was through February, but still showing that signal right on through April. So El Nino is probably going to stay strong right as we go into next summer.
Public Relations Director for Montana DNRC, Jordan Copen, reacted to the weather news by saying the fire managers will try to be prepared for whatever comes their way. The Montana Public Service Commission voted unanimously yesterday to sue communications company CenturyLink in district court. According to Commissioner Bob Lake, the decision came after lots of monitoring and study.
It takes a lot of thought time and a lot of hand-wringing before you come up with that, because it is not a casual decision, and it's not used very often. But CenturyLink's service to the rural, especially to the rural customers, has been severely lacking.
Lake says providers are required to address 90% of complaint calls within a 24-hour period, but that CenturyLink's rate was down to nearly 50%. Lake pointed to an especially difficult situation in central Montana.
Got one group up here in the Cascade Dearborn area that literally can't get any emergency calls out. They can call clear out. If they want to call Australia, they can call them, but they can't call the neighbor across the river that they can see. We've been working on this for some time. They are to the point of total frustration.
The amount of money at issue in the lawsuit will be decided during the court proceedings. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has committed $30 million to improving high-speed internet service in rural Montana. The Billings Gazette newspaper reports the loan to Triangle Telephone Cooperative was announced on Monday. It's about 40% of a four-state telecommunications loan package to improve broadband service to local areas. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack says residents of areas without high-speed internet access are cut off from business opportunities and health care advantages that most other people take for granted. Yesterday, the Associated Press ran a story stating that Montana's wheat was suffering from below-average protein levels, likely caused by drought. However, Montana Wheat and Barley Committee Trade and Marketing Manager Cassidy Marn says that report just doesn't seem accurate.
That particular article was in regards to our hard red winter wheat. And we've actually talked to a lot of producers around the state, and they're saying they're actually seeing really excellent quality. Protein levels actually look really good. The one issue that we might be seeing are a little bit lower test weights than normal.
Rather than seeing a disadvantage in the marketplace, Marn says farmers are probably at a competitive advantage this year.
So many areas in the South and the Midwest, they had a ton of rain at harvest, and so it really affected their quality. So they actually suffered maybe a little bit lower proteins and some other damage, sprout damage and things like that at harvest. And then if you go further north, Canada's having a terrible, terrible time with drought. So their overall production is going to be decreased pretty greatly. So really, we kind of feel this year like we're sitting in a pretty great spot.
Marn says protein yields on winter wheat were great and that we won't know about spring wheat until it's harvested this coming winter. And the Fergus County Sheriff's Office has identified a 68-year-old woman who died in an ATV accident. The Billings Gazette newspaper reports that officials found Lisbeth Page of Garneil dead on Saturday. Highway Patrol and the Fergus County Sheriff's Office are investigating. Our News Talk time is 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
A chance for showers and thunderstorms with partly to mostly cloudy skies today around the Missoula area. That'll keep temperatures a little bit cooler with a high of only around 84 degrees. I'm meteorologist Matt Gray for KECI 13, your first alert station.